if I don't have a wife and children, I'm Don Johnson in Miami Vice. That's not true.
And then you want to put a little. Oh, that's so close. Very close. That is a thing of beauty. Look at that.
But he's like, I eat pizzas every day. Can you believe it? Yes. Yes, I can believe it.
Very good. Oh, boy, that's going to be good.
You're not gonna believe this. I touched the jalapeno and I touched my left eye.
Oh, make sure that we are rolling. And now I will help.
There's nothing to help. What are you gonna do? Give me the Heimlich?
If you have laughed while watching TV over the last 15 years, you owe my guest tonight a big thank you. Shows he's written include The Simpsons, Third Rock from the Sun, Malcolm in the Middle, Samantha Who, American Dad, and Anger Management. And those are just the good ones. He's also the creator of the BBC series Way to Go, a show about 3 guys who start a business that helps people commit suicide, which an actual member of the British Parliament criticized for making suicide seem fun. However, the only thing he really has to apologize for is that he sometimes eats pizza with a fork and a knife. If we had an audience right now, they'd be applauding for Bob Kushell. And allow me to say, it was very nice of you to dress up.
Oh.
I, after we cooked, put on a second outfit.
Yes, and I didn't because
No, you
I was
have the
not told to bring a second outfit.
You know that you're on a television show, and that if there's going to be cooking, there's going to be hilarious
Because God knows I've been on so many television shows where I'm cooking.
So right now, it's probably about 900 degrees, if I had to guess. Here, let's see. I have a device.
So it's right now it's about perfect for ISIS to use for their purposes.
Shadow.
Oh, what is that?
This is an infrared thermometer, so now it's at 800. How hot are your balls?
400.
400. That's the perfect. That's the perfect temperature for your balls. Yes, thank you. That you thought that you would like in terms of pizza, is you liked sausage and jalapeno.
Right.
Is that right?
I also mentioned garlic.
Oh, there's garlic in the sauce.
Right, which is great.
How's it taste, by the way?
It's excellent. It's excellent. Thank God my mother did not teach me not to talk with my mouth full, because this would be the most boring talk show.
You know what my wife said to me last night? She said, John, nobody wants to watch you eat pizza on television. And I said, the show is called Pizza with Writers. How do I not? She said to me, take tiny little bites.
Right.
Like this. Pretend like I'm eating.
I got to be honest with you, John. Nobody wants to watch you eat pizza anywhere.
No, I think that on a show that's about pizza, that people have perhaps a lowered expectation of what they're going to see.
Well, if the show is about pizza, maybe you should have invited a pizza over and cooked a writer.
So look, here's where we're at so far. I've rolled it out, right? And the first thing we're going to do is then I put some cheese on.
Sure.
Right? And this is fresh mozzarella.
So you put the cheese on first? First.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Well, some people.
I mean, I knew that you were doing that,
yes.
but I didn't know
no,
that
but
you should do
some
that.
people do it differently, right? Like if you go to the pizzeria, they're going to put enough cheese on to like the shingle on your house.
Right.
That's going to be too much.
Okay.
Right. This is more subtle. I
Not
think of it as
quite
more
sure
artistic.
about the shingle on the house analogy, but
No, I'm saying with cheese, like it's got that much, like it's
like a
way,
shingle on a house.
Yes.
I still don't get it. It's got so much like a you said a shingle. You should have said like shingles covering a house. You said a shingle on a house.
Yes, I'm saying
that's
like
not enough of an analogy. Just make
the
your
show
pizza.
is over. That's it. I'm out.
Very hungry.
I'm leaving.
I'm very
You make
hungry.
your own. And so, let me ask you. Let's talk about a little bit about pizza. I think you grew up here in the San Fernando Valley.
I did. Woodland Hills.
In Woodland Hills.
Woodland Hills.
Is there good pizza in the valley?
Oh my God. That is the hottest jalapeno.
Hold on. Are we rolling? I will help him as long as we are certain that the cameras are still rolling. Are you all right?
I'm fine, but that is a hot jalapeno.
You know that it's a jalapeno, right?
Maybe I meant tomatoes.
Now, by the way, let me rewind very quickly. In preparation for our show,
Sure.
you said that you liked either Heineken or root beer in a frosty mug.
Right.
And that is precisely what I have delivered. I went out today to a store, and this mug, I swear to God, it cost $5. $5 for a mug.
I have one question.
Yes.
Can I have it when I leave?
Yes, of course.
I'm going to take it.
Yes, I'm going to take $5 from you, but you're
I'll
welcome
give
to.
I will give you $5,
Yes, of
but
course,
I
you're welcome
literally,
to.
this is my favorite type of mug.
I have 2 of them. You can have both of them. They only
Okay.
that would be my math isn't good, but I think
10.
that's about $10.
$10.
Yeah. By the way, any idea when the first pizzeria in the USA opened? Any idea?
1988.
Oh, you're very close. You're only off by 83 years.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, just by the way, but you were very close. You were only off by 83 years. What is the worst kind of pizza?
You're talking about topping or style?
I'm saying a topping that
The
people
worst
would
topping is pineapple.
absolutely correct. Ham and pineapple do not belong on a pizza.
I agree
It's
with, actually, believe it or not, and I love ham, I agree with both of those. Neither of them belong on a pizza. People who eat pizza who have pineapple on it should be shot and killed.
Absolutely, they should be lined up and shot.
I think that it's a shame that they haven't been. And I have to suffer the indignity of looking at a menu
And being in a world where this
being in a
thing-
world.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay. What about Chicago-style pizza?
I think I used to, when I was a kid, I used to love thick crust pizza. Like the big, but as the years went by, this is my favorite pizza right here.
Are you
Literally.
saying, hold on, I just so we're clear. Are you saying that my pizza is your favorite, or that this style of pizza?
I am not kidding, and I'm actually being very serious here when I say this is an absolutely extraordinary piece of pizza that can, I think, rival any pizza anywhere. It's that good, and I'm not kidding you.
So I just want to be clear. This is from a guy who
Has grown up in Woodland Hills.
has 2 Emmy nominations,
Right.
Not wins, but nominations.
Right.
And I believe you have also won. Did you win
A Golden Globe.
an NAACP award for ever?
Did I win one?
No?
Yes, I
Yes.
might have
Oh!
actually. Yes, for
An
my
actual-
portrayal in
Well,
Roots.
Thank you. Well, that's a very nice compliment. Oh, hold on. You don't want. So once.
What did I do wrong
No, no.
already?
So here's.
I
Once
was going to throw it in the air.
No, not yet.
Okay.
But you can. But
Thanks.
not yet.
Okay.
So once it comes out of this container,
Yeah.
right, you want to now, you don't want to mess with
Gentle.
its integrity,
Gentle.
right? So you want this to be the part, and that now you're going to make it flat
Okay.
from this position.
Okay. So this on my hand. Now, why then do I see the guys throwing things in the air?
He will, but it has to be.
So he
thinner
does this
first.
first. The real
Yes,
guys.
the real guy is going to do this first, because what you want to do is you want this now to be this. You want the thickness to be about even all throughout.
Sure.
Right, and so the second thing that you can do now is, let me show you.
Okay.
Is you can hold it like this, and then let
Oh,
the
and do one of
gravity,
those things.
and then between your fingers, right,
Yeah,
and let
yeah,
it. Okay, so do that, and then and then you can toss it up in the air if you want.
I'm not. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it, but I'm afraid it's going to fall, and I don't want to do that. So
I can show you how to do it.
I would. That I would love to see.
All right.
Because if I do it, I know I'm going to do something funny, and I don't want to do anything funny. You'll notice throughout this whole thing, I don't like to do anything funny. Okay, I'm throwing it in the air.
Oh, you are?
I'm going to do it.
That's very close. So don't do it with the. You want to do it with the back of your hand, right? Instead of
do?
doing it like this.
Like this?
Yes, like that. And then you want to put a little. Oh, so close. Very close. Can I show you one time? I'll give you one quick. Good. No, you had it almost right.
did.
So you want it to be like this.
It's that beautiful.
Now,
There's
listen.
something- we don't need to do it more.
You can do it on the third pizza. We're
I
going to
will
make
do
one
it on
more
the third
because
pizza.
we don't want to make it too much.
No, this is
thinner. Here we
perfect.
go. Look.
What?
And now we're in business.
Okay. I thought you were going to hand it to me.
No. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty. Look at that.
That is actually gorgeous.
Right?
All right. So is this okay?
Yeah. That's it. We're done.
It's done.
We can wrap it up.
He's got the worst diarrhea. He is crapping all over the beach. He's running around crapping. He can't stop crapping. He's just screaming in pain. An hour goes by, 2 hours, just running and running out of him as he's running around the beach. It's every ah! He's smart.
Let's talk a little bit about television writing.
Right.
Okay. I sometimes think of television writing as writing for money, and that it's different than writing, let's say, if you were to write for yourself. What do you think?
I disagree. I think it depends on the show you're on. So, for example, when I was on Third Rock from the Sun for 5 years, that was the perfect confluence of writing the exact kind of comedy you want to write at that time of my life, mixed with money, writing for television.
All right, so I put a little of this.
You want a little of that? Maybe perhaps even a little more than that.
Okay, I
Did you wash your hands? Holy fuck.
Yes,
Did you wash
I
your
did.
hands?
I
You
did, actually.
Okay, good.
I did.
All right. So, you're going to want to see this. Look at this. Look how hot it is in the oven. So,
Wow.
it's about 900.
That's almost done. It's like pizza
Yes.
rev.
Yes. No, don't eat it pizza rev.
Pizza rev is good.
No, it's not.
For a fast, quick
No.
pizza.
I wish you wouldn't. Here's why.
Okay.
They don't take pizza seriously. If you're making
That's their motto. Pizza rev. We don't take pizza seriously.
that is the worst
I
motto
know that.
for a
That's why I'm
pizzeria
there. I
that
know,
I've
but
ever
that's
heard.
why I like it. They have a sense of humor.
Yes. Have you seen it change over, let's say, the last 10 years? Do you think that you were freer to write the kinds of stories and the kinds of things that you wanted
No.
to write
No.
10 years ago than you are, for example, let's say today?
Really, it totally depends on the type of writer you are and the type of show you're on. And I don't believe that. I believe that network can still be very, very good and viable. And obviously cable.
I don't mean that it's. I'm not suggesting that it's bad.
God damn it!
I'm suggesting that maybe it's not entirely the kind of writing. I think that we can do that kind of writing, and that is the kind of writing that you do kind of in a box, and that we also would like the opportunity to write outside of the box, and that those opportunities, I think, now have become more apparent given the number of outlets that exist for writing
you got to recognize networks are broadcasting companies.
Correct,
broad, and so it really needs to appeal to the greatest audience possible.
Right.
If you're going into that game, you have to understand that, and you have to accept that, and you have to work kind of within those regulations.
If you could, would you eat pizza every day? If you could.
If I could, no, I would not eat pizza every day. That said, I would eat pizza. I could see myself eating pizza 3 times a week.
3 times a week. Is there a food that you would like to eat every day?
Yes, I
What
would
was
like
that?
to eat a milkshake 3 times a day. Every day. 3 times a day.
Any flavor in particular?
I love vanilla milkshake or chocolate, like a chocolate frosty.
What about like a with seltzer and milk, like
an egg cream?
Like an egg cream.
Oh, egg cream.
You like an
I
egg
could drink
cream?
every day.
Yes, I
3
like an
times
egg
a day.
cream too.
That I could literally drink 3 times a day.
But you don't.
No, I don't.
Why? Why don't you have the thing that you like?
Because there's a lot that I like that I would like to have, but I don't have because it would it would ruin my marriage if I did the things I really like to do.
Are you creatively satisfied? Do you find
At
that
times
at
I'm not.
And so, when you find that you're not, what else do you pursue?
I do shows in people's backyards.
That, by the way, pays an incredible amount of money, and
Well,
you're
I
onto
can't
something.
afford to eat. So I will, at those times where I feel creatively very unsatisfied, I will write my own material, and I will write it so that it will be hopefully produced when I'm off the show that I'm on that I'm unhappy at.
I know you're grossed out, but
Oh,
why?
I'm not grossed out. Why would I be grossed out?
Why did I do it?
You tell me, and then I'll tell you if you're right.
I did it to put a little air. It's like a hovercraft. Now, the pizza's not going to stick to the paddle because it's floating on a little cushion of air.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
I have been on shows that have been like the holy grail of television.
Yes.
And had the most miserable times of my life. And I've been on shows that are okay. They're okay. They're a good
Right.
show. They pays the bills, whatever. But I've had the best time of my
Here's the
life.
thing that people who perhaps aren't writers won't know, which is that when you go to the office and you spend 6 or 8 hours every day sitting around laughing, that quite frankly, that there isn't, I can't imagine another scenario that would be as a pleasant a way to spend your day.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know if you've ever driven down the 5 and seen people picking grapes. They seem
That-
to laugh a lot.
Well, yes,
They're
but not for 6
hysterical.
hours. But not for 6 hours. They only
No.
laugh for about 4.5
Oh,
hours.
well, at
Right.
a time.
Right, at
But
a
they
time.
have to do that 3 times a day.
Yes, and I
So they're
concede-
just laughing their heads off.
Yes, but in a stooped over position, which makes laughing, while fun, also you get a thing in your back.
I know, but at the same time, that gives you a better feel of
You're right.
laughter.
You
You're
might be right
feeling
about
it
this.
in your back. You're feeling it in your chest. To me, that's how I wish I could laugh.
Imagine Bob Kushell
Okay.
with all of your Simpsons money
Oh, yeah.
and
Because
all of
there's
your
so much Simpsons.
and
The
all of
Simpsons
your-
money. I was on The Simpsons 20 years ago.
Okay, hold
As
on.
a story
Hold
editor.
on. Charlie Sheen doesn't have all your money.
Okay.
You don't have all. You have some anger management
I
money,
think-
but I'm just saying. Imagine if
Yeah.
you had all your money.
Imagine if I had a career I had.
Right. Imagine you have the career that you have, and you don't have a wife and you don't have children.
Yes.
Now you live on a yacht in Marina Del Rey, right? And you come to
You mean
work
I'm
only
suddenly
when you feel like it.
if I don't have a wife and children, I'm Don Johnson in Miami Vice? That's
Yes.
not true.
I think that is.
And I got a crocodile in a secret compartment. It's just not true.
So,
Okay, you're not going to believe this. I touched a jalapeno and I touched my left eye.
oh, make sure that we are rolling. And now I will help. Let's see
There's
what we
nothing
can
to
do.
help. What
No,
do
I
you?
could-
What are you going to do? Give me the Heimlich?
I could.
Pop out my eye?
I could go in the house and get water.
That's not going to do anything.
It's not.
No.
You know, I think aren't you supposed to flush it out with?
Just let's talk.
We'll keep talking. What if I lean to the left a little and we use your right eye less? Will that help?
There's a good chance.
Okay.
Okay.
So tell us about.
Basically, since I've been here, I've almost choked to death and I've gone
Yes.
blind. And I'm literally just sitting here eating pizza.
We killed a guy last night. You should be thankful that you're getting away so easy.
You can't imagine the pain I'm in.
No, I can.
Oh, I'm really in a lot of pain.
Should I go get a napkin with water?
I'm
I want to
wondering
get one.
because it's
I'm
starting
going to do
to
it.
really
And-
get bad.
No, and then you keep rolling so that we see him sitting here, and then I will get a towel with some water.
You
I'm in
just him
agony.
looking at him.
I got to tell a joke. I'm going to tell a joke that I read. I can't. I'm in agony.
Anyway, I just thought we might try something amusing.
All right.
I didn't know that it would be not amusing. I thought it would be.
I thought it would be too, actually, when I heard the premise. I think everybody thought it would be amusing, right?
I thought it was going to be good.
It wasn't.
No, it was
It
not.
was terrible. Oh my god, I'm in so much pain. What is this?
I think that can we soak your eye in milk? I think that's the thing that you do. Oh my god. The ratings for this show are going to be so great.
Should we switch so that you can still interview me? Or should I just...
Yeah, I'll switch. You want to switch side?
Well, I mean, otherwise I'm going to be like this.
Well, how long do you need to be like that?
It depends.
All right, so let's wait. We'll just wait.
All right.
Would you like me to tell it, or do you want to tell it?
You don't know my joke.
No, but I could tell one while you dab your eye.
No.
All right. this is a warning to kids who want to put jalapenos on their pizza. It's
This is
a
a
terrible
mess.
idea.
I'm
It is a
literally
terrible,
a mess.
terrible idea. I want to know, when you sit at the desk and when you work,
Right.
do you work at a desk? Some guys write while they're in bed on a laptop.
Never.
Do you sit in your backyard?
Never.
How is it that you,
I will drive, and when I'm not on staff, when I'm just
Right.
writing alone.
Okay.
I write at the Coral Tree Cafe on Ventura Boulevard.
seriously?
Seriously.
You sit at the diner at the Coral Tree Cafe.
Yes.
And you're one of those guys who brings his laptop to a diner.
Yes.
Have you always been a person who did his work in a public place like that? Or did you migrate because your wife and kids were making a bunch of noise in the house? Or
No, it
because
wasn't that
a bunch
at
of the
all.
other writers were making a noise?
No, it wasn't at all.
No.
The fact that we have a house right now, there's a guest house on the property, right? And when we bought the house, I said, this is my office. This is my.
That's what I've done. I've
It's got
had
right.
a garage and I've turned it into my office.
Right.
where
Well,
I
this
work.
is like a little. It's like a house. It's got a
Right.
kitchen. It's got a bedroom. It's got a bathroom. It's got a living room. There's a piano. There's a kitchen. I
Right.
mean, it's a house. There's a little mini house.
Right.
And I said, this is going to be where all the creativity. I've never written there, and I've been there for 15 years.
And so, but why? Why won't you write in there?
I don't. There's a ghost.
Oh, that's terrible.
don't know. I
What
don't
kind?
know why.
Is it an anti-Semitic ghost?
No,
it's not.
Well, he's a racist ghost.
He's
But he
racist.
actually loves Jews.
He's fine with the Jews.
Loves Jews.
So, but you won't work in there.
Jews are the only people he says that will represent him in court. That's it.
So that's
and
what-
defend his right to be a racist.
All right. Well, good for him.
a
So,
matter.
but why won't you're not distracted by the noise
I
in the
need it.
diner.
I
You
need
need
it.
it. That's interesting.
It makes me feel. This is going to sound really silly, but
No, this is what we
since I
want.
grew up in the valley,
Yeah.
I feel like I missed out of being that writer who lived in New York. Okay.
Okay. So you need
So-
more angst.
so
You
the-
have like two of the three. You are Jewish,
Right.
Right. You have that. You have the insecurity, probably. Although I don't know, we hardly know each other. But my guess, I'll just say it because. And then the third thing that you're missing is all the noise and the sort of
Right,
bumping into people.
That's exactly
and
right.
That,
Never had that.
That's interesting.
So I feel like, in a weird way, it gives me that. Not only that,
Yeah.
I listen to 40s big band music when I'm
Really?
writing. It's really strange. I have to.
So-
I put myself in this weird Woody Allen-ish.
So you have
place.
you have the soundtrack from Broadway Danny Rose going on in your head.
I'm not
and-
kidding, and I don't. It really is. I probably because I need that feeling of being in a big city
in
or
a big
something.
city. That's interesting.
I've never had that. So
What's going on is that the dough and the gluten, right, have sort of made this very lovely structure inside.
So you're saying that there's actually stuff going on
Yes,
even at
there's
this
science.
point?
Yes, there's interesting science going on. Look, you can see it. It's popping, right? There's bubbles.
Oh yeah, what is that?
That's the fermentation from your yeast making air bubbles, and that's the thing that's going to make. Look, I just want you to see.
Okay,
Look,
this beautiful.
Right, look, you see the crust in here? Look,
Yeah.
you see the integrity of, look, it's got a
Yes.
crispy crust on the outside,
Yes.
and it's still soft and fluffy on the inside.
Do you think that pizza is the wine of pizza?
Yes. Yes, I do. I was just thinking that pizza is the wine of pizza. Do you have interest
No.
in
Oh.
writing something that wasn't for one of the networks? Do you have an interest? There was a time where you were the host of a 5-minute talk show that took place in your garage.
that's right. My brother-in-law's garage.
In your
Anytime
brother-in-law's
with Bob
garage.
Kushell, yes.
Right, anytime with Bob Kushell. And it was one of the first things that I remember seeing that was done independently on the web by television or comedy professionals.
Yeah,
At the
it might. I mean,
it's
it
from
was
2007, I think.
2007 or 8. Yeah.
Right. And so it's a few years ago.
Yeah.
But so I want to know, did you find that creatively fulfilling?
I did.
You did.
I did. I loved it. And as a matter of fact, not only did I find it creatively fulfilling, I actually believed for a moment
Yeah.
that might be a career for me.
That was going to somehow slide you into. So for people who don't know,
Right.
you hosted.
It was
from,
a 5-minute talk show where we had a one joke monologue a live band, a 1.5 to 2 minute desk piece, the comedy bit,
Right.
and a 3 minute interview with very big celebrities.
Very big
John
celebrities.
Stamos, Christina Applegate, Bryan Cranston, Alex Trebek. I mean,
Yes.
Howie Mandel. There were 20 Jeff Garland, 26 of them.
If you found that creatively fulfilling,
Yeah.
you think that you like the idea of doing something where the buck stops at your desk.
I mean, yes. I mean, every writer wants to have full creative control of whatever he or she is doing. It is an absolute the ability to have that type of creative control comes with extraordinarily little money.
Yes, that's the trade-off.
That is the trade-off.
That is the trade-off, is that it doesn't pay very well to do your own thing.
No, at least at the beginning. And some things break out.
Right.
You know, there's a podcast here,
Sure,
and
absolutely.
God willing, Pizza with Writers there, where it will break out. But it is a very big challenge. So because nobody's giving you money to do your thing.
I know you did a show for the BBC.
Yes.
That was your show, and that probably is a show that you couldn't have done
in America the way I wanted
on
it.
broadcast television
No.
in America. You might have been able to do it
Absolutely
on one of
not.
the cable channels.
Maybe,
because it had a very edgy premise about guys who were going to
who created a suicide business, assisted suicide,
to help people who are, my guess is, ill or sick, and they're going to now help people kill themselves.
Yes.
Okay, so
one guy was just down on his career.
Right.
Yeah.
And that guy probably wants to off himself, and then
Yes. I'm gonna do the thing where there's
you
something.
want to try flipping it again?
Yeah, but I feel like I've messed this one up. There's
Yeah.
something going on there.
Hold on, let's have a look.
Yeah. All of a sudden, the patient is dying on the operating table.
All right, so we've got a little thin here in the middle. Here's what
Right.
we do. Look at that. I just tightened it up.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's the whole
Oh, I
thing.
thought there was something else that I had to do.
No.
I'm gonna put this on the back of my hands, and I'm gonna throw it up in the air.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Give it a whirl.
Here we go. Oh. 1, 2.
That is very nice.
That was freaking great! Loved it. Freaking great! Loved it. So yeah, it was a very dark premise that people out here did not want to touch and make, and I had a very good friend who was in charge of comedy, or had been in charge of comedy at the BBC, and has since gone on to be a very successful independent producer for the BBC. And he said, "This is great. Let's put it on. Let's do it." And he made it, and I had complete creative control in that. But he's like, "Oh, I eat pizzas every day. Can you believe it?" Yes! Yes, I can believe it. I got to tell you, I absolutely can believe it.
I went through, if you can believe it, some of your shows.
Sure.
And I thought that we might try a little quiz.
Let's do it.
I will read the jokes of characters and not tell you the show.
You got it.
And you see if you can figure out from what show.
Are they real jokes from the
Yes,
show?
I went and I found transcripts from programs that you. I'm not saying that this is your
writing,
jokes,
but that I wrote on.
that you wrote on, and I believe at about the time, without, obviously I can't be perfect on it.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll read some jokes,
This is fantastic.
okay? And you'll tell me if you know what show it's from.
Fantastic.
Okay, so character, now I'll just say, the first character, this is one joke from one character.
Okay.
If bumper stickers ever changed people's minds, we wouldn't even be here right now because we'd all rather be fishing and breaking for boobs. Do you know what show that is from? Is it from American Dad,
American Dad.
Samantha Who,
No.
or Anger Management?
American Dad.
No, that is incorrect. That is from,
Samantha who?
no, that is not. That is from Anger Management.
What?
I went to a transcript and it's from Anger Management.
Okay.
All right, we'll try another one. So, character, I'm going to leave out the character name so that it doesn't give it away, right?
That was the latest show I was on.
I know.
Okay, go on.
Okay, here we go. Here's another one. How could you send blank off to some camp you know nothing about? I'm not an idiot, blank. I have a receipt and a tracking number. He's with some tents.
That's Homer. Gotta be
You
Homer.
say that's
Oh,
from The
no,
Simpsons.
it's American Dad.
That is absolutely correct. That was from American Dad. Here's another one. You
Okay.
ready? And now to just type fossils into the search engine. And now to just separate the fossil sites from the porn sites. Tyrannosaurus, fossil. Babosaurus, porn.
Yeah.
You want to think about it and we'll come back to it.
Yeah, or give me the 3.
Oh, it's either American Dad,
Yeah.
Anger Management,
Yeah.
or Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle.
That is incorrect. It was from American Dad.
Jesus, that was 2 American Dads in a row. That's
Yes.
not fair.
That's how the game works. It's totally unfair.
I was on American
in fact,
Dad
that's
for a
what-
very short. If my career is this pizza,
Yeah. So how long were you on American Dad for? 1 slice.
no.
No, less than a slice. About a fifth of a slice. 1 little crumb. All right, so you weren't very long. All right. Anyway, I just thought we might try something amusing.
All right.
I didn't know that it would be not amusing. I thought it would be.
I thought it would be too, actually. When I heard the premise, I think everybody thought it would be amusing. Right?
I thought it was going to be good.
It wasn't.
No, it was
It
not.
was terrible.
Do you ever write for free? Would you write for free? Is there anything that you go, I'm ready, I would like to just write this, and I'm prepared to do it for no money?
I've done that with Specs. I've done that. I
Right.
did that with Way to Go for the BBC.
Okay.
I wrote that for no money.
So are you saying that you wrote it first and then they bought it?
That's right.
So that's very good.
Yes,
Congratulations.
I've done that many, many times in my life.
Okay.
Hell, I did that to get started in the business. I wrote at least 14, 15 spec scripts
Yes.
for free. So
Right.
I wrote my whole, absolutely. I've written for free. I've written for free.
Okay, so anybody who's watching this who was tuning in to hoping to get some kind of writing advice, do you have one thing that perhaps you know that most people don't know about writing?
This is going to sound ridiculous, but I'm going
I
to
hope
say
it sounds ridiculous because that's
you have to write.
what? How is it?
I know. No,
That
but
is crazy, Bob. That is
I
ridiculous.
know, and it's something people won't say. They'll give you advice on this. They'll give you advice on that. Read this book. Read
Can I tell you
that.
something? That is the only advice that a person who wants to write needs to hear.
There is no other advice.
there is nothing else
People
to know.
think that they are writers and they've never written anything. They
Nope.
have an idea. They
No.
have in their head that if somebody would pay them,
No.
they have to write.
You must sit at your computer and you must stare into the abyss and you must look at blank paper and then when you're finished there must be words on it.
Absolutely.
And that's it. That's all you need to know.
Absolutely. When I read that Malcolm Gladwell book, Outliers, right?
As
The
did I.
10,000 hours.
Yes, 10,000
right?
hours.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Turns out you might need more hours, but again, it's not really the point.
let's just say
Let's just say it's
10,000.
10,000.
Okay.
That's
At
correct.
the minimum. Okay.
At the very minimum. Yes.
So I thought to myself, God, before I got into the business, I wonder if I had written for 10,000 hours before I actually broke in.
right.
And I pulled out my boxes of plays and scripts and screenplays and stuff, and I thought to myself, I'd written for 50,000 hours. 10,000 was nothing. And I really think that there's a lot of people who just think, I'm going to be a writer, but I've never written, or I've just written one little thing.
Right.
Or they go, I'm going to be a writer, and they go, I'm going to write that Modern Family spec. And they write that, and that's it.
No.
And
You've
you've got
gotta
to
write.
write.
You've got to write, and that's the only advice that a writer needs.
That's it.
When
Write.
you're starting
A
out, is
writer
write.
writes.
Exactly. So I want to thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you.
How's
Is
your
it-
eye?
My eye's
by the
much
way?
better. I
You're
forgot
better?
about it, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
But it was great, and I have a feeling that I'm about to wish for diarrhea.
Hold on. 10 minutes ago, you were saying this is the best pizza ever, and now you think it's going to give you diarrhea? Or do you think that the jalapeno in your eye is going to give you
No,
diarrhea?
I think that in order to clear the 5 pieces out of my stomach by the end of this evening,
Can I tell you something?
I'm going to
Look
have
what it's done for
diarrhea.
me. Look what it's done
You
for
look
me.
gorgeous.
I have to say that eating pizza every day has really firmed me up.
There's
I
more
think that I
of
look
you.
great.
There's more of you to love.
Yes, there really is. That's
Yeah.
what I tell my wife. More of me to love.
There's more of you to love.
Thank you very much for
pleasure.
joining us.
It was a pleasure,
And
John.
I don't know. Look on the web if you want to follow Bob. Are you on
Sure.
Twitter somewhere?
I'm on Twitter, but I don't tweet.
But he doesn't tweet. What about TV? You have a new show? I know that you just finished on anger management.
I'm creating a show right
Oh,
now that's very
Hush,
exciting.
hush.
Yeah, very hush.
All right, great. Thank you so much.
Great to see you.
All right, that's it. That's the end of our show. Charlie, you have some more music? All right, very good. All right, we're done. No, this was great. I really thank you very much.
I'll tell you the show.
So, guy's on the beach, finds a lamp, rubs the lamp, genie comes out. Genie says, I will grant you 3 wishes. He says, 3 wishes? He goes, anything you want. He goes, my first wish, I wish for diarrhea. And the genie goes, what? He goes, I wish for diarrhea. He goes, you have 3 wishes. You can wish for anything. I wish for diarrhea. All right. Bang. The guy's got diarrhea. He's got the worst diarrhea. He is crapping all over the beach. He's running around crapping. He can't stop crapping. He's screaming in pain. An hour goes by, 2 hours, just running and running out of him as he's running around the beach. It's He says, okay, my second wish, I wish for no more diarrhea. Done. He wishes for no more diarrhea. Wish comes true. He stops. Oh, he relaxes. Now the genie says, you have 1 more wish. He goes, 1 more wish? He goes, 1 more wish. Now use it wisely. He says, okay. I wish for diarrhea. That's the joke. I love that joke. See,
That-
I mean,
to
here's
me,
what
that
that
joke
joke separates people who understand weird comedy from people who just don't have lives.
Here's what I'm going to say. That is a combination. That joke is 2 things simultaneously.
All right.
It is simultaneously awful.
Right.
And fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes, it's
Thank
2
you.
things.
Thank you.